Well, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Looking to throw. Weaver. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching, that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Over!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot. Hot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dennis eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Now a toss play. This is White. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Michelle, his first carry. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. All right, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dennis to Michelle on the dump off. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Dennis will check this one down to Michelle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Dennis. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right. No gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Weber. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on second down, Dennis. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Operating from the gun, Dennis, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Clay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Weber. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Weber flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Dennis. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Here we go now. Green.
From the gun, Dennis. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Blue 90.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dennis. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals Broncos touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Off play action. Dennis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, Dennis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro Navarro Bowman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Watch him now, Barney. Keep playing hard.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Devin McCourty brings him down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Leopard. Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Win the rep, let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, Weber. Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried. Just couldn't complete it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Weaver. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding next scrimmage, and that's it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 25 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime with a visiting Cardinal. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down without running.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it here with Brown. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right there. Detroit!
On 3rd and 2, Weaver. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone!
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw on second down. Dennis. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Calais Campbell forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake. Dennis. And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Over!
And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
All right, here we go.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now let's go.
On first down, Dennis on the left side, a catch by White. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He juked him, and now running right through it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19.
Throwing on first down. Dennis. He completes it right side to White. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now this time he'll look to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Dennis. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All right, here we go.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Weber. And avoids the contact by sliding. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They try the left side with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Johnson. 71 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Back to throw. Dennis. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off play action. Dennis. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Benson Mayowa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Dennis. And an alley to run. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
This is Brown on the carry. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good luck.